Now we're going to try and draw this estate agent logo here on page 73 of your book, which is based on a pentagon. So very nicely, they've given us the side of the pentagon. Okay, we know it's a regular pentagon, so all the sides are the same lengths. All right, first of all, we're going to draw this pentagon, and then we're going to worry about getting this little semicircle and rectangle popped in at the top there. Okay, so drawing a pentagon. Pop this out of the way. And just make sure we're focusing happily. So, we will of course use our protractor. I don't like protractors, but we have no choice about it. We've got to deal with it for pentagons. There's no other way to do it. Well, there is, but we won't worry about that for the moment. So, we'll do a little bit of the bottom edge of it here. So, we know it's 68 across, so there we are. 68. All right. Now, the angle coming up each side is 72 degrees, okay? So it's 360 degrees in a circle, divided by 5, and that will equal 72, okay? So we pop this guy down. We're going to try and align this just nicely on the end of it there. And I can check the other end and can make sure my 0 is aligned. And sometimes it can be easy just to extend that as a construction line, and you can see it even more clearly. There we go. Now, two sets of numbers here, and this sometimes causes a bit of confusion. Think about it, at this point it's 0 degrees and we're coming up to 72, so we're getting bigger, bigger and bigger, which means we're on the outside, and there is 72 right there. So we'll do this up here. I'm just going to do this as a construction line for now. I'll worry about the length later. There we go. We did the exact same on the other side. Now I don't know if you can see in the video, but there is the end of it. That's where my construction line started. So we lie that over it, and actually that construction line helps me over here as well. And so I have this nice and accurately set. Getting bigger, bigger, bigger as we come around this side, so I'm on the inside numbers. So 70, and then 2 more. So there we are, 1, 2 more, and that's it. Okay, so it is important to get used to how to use your protractor. It's a very easy mistake to make, to end up with 68 degrees or something. So we flip that around, and a nice construction line. Now there's several ways to go after this point. I would say certainly the easiest one is with your compass. So what we're going to do is we're going to set the compass to the length of the edge. All the edges are the same. So there's a corner there. And there's a corner there. What about the top one in the middle? I mean, you could divide this up and project up, but actually the easiest way to do it is say, well, the top corner has to be somewhere in that arc, because it has to be 68 mils from this corner. Equally, it has to be somewhere on this arc. Of course, there's only one place it can be. This is a nice big protractor, so I can use the flat edge of this as a small ruler. And we'll just finish it up. Now I'm going to double check my drawing here before I dive in and see if we do need all those edges. So just as a quick peek before we get carried away, yep, we do need heavy edge on all the pentagons. Okay. So we'll get that in. Again, I'm drawing my lines a little on the dark side overall to help you see them, but you should be able to see this kind of contrast between your construction lines. All right. And of course, that doesn't look right at all. But it's no harm to cross-check, and I can see at a glance I accidentally used the end of the protractor rather than there. So we just rub it out. These things happen, don't worry about them. Even in videos. So there we are, pop that out. We'll come back here, stick it in there. Just do a little bit of tidying up to tidy that there. No problem. Okay, there's our happy pentagon. Well, next thing to do is I want to get this semicircle in here. Okay, now I can see that the center of the circle is on this line from the top two corners of the pentagon, and it is radius 44. Great. Off we go. We draw this construction line across. All right. And we'll draw a line down from the center. We set this to 44. There we are. And now we can draw this in. I'm only going to draw it as a construction for the moment, because I do have this little chimney over here on this side I need to deal with. So I'll just pop my compass down. I'm not going to touch it because I want it the right size. And we'll have a look at what we need to do for that little chimney. Well, what we can see here is that it is in line with the top of this one, and it stops at the bottom of the semicircle. So there we are. The bottom of the semicircle is of course here. So we bring ourselves across as a construction from there. Straight up from here. Across a tiny bit more. And we're told that that is 16 millimeters wide. So there we go. We'll just do it with our set square here. 16 wide. Down that side there. Down to the circle. And because I haven't touched my compass, I can put it straight back in and all is good in the world. And there we go. We'll just double check before we draw that last bit which piece we see. So we're coming back to our drawing here. And we actually see the chimney. So that's fine. That is our circle done. I'm just going to get it a little bit darker. You can just draw over it a bit like this. If you're worried about the pin hopping, hold it down with your finger. And we'll extend this line the whole way down. And there we have it.